Okay, today we are coming to the fourth lesson, that is the treasure within of your supplementary text. That means here about a contractor architect who was not interested in the math subject while he was studying, but finally he had become an architect, and there he gave the explanation for mathematics. What is mathematics? Understood? Now we will see what is the explanation given by Hafiz contractor. Hafiz contractor. So we are talking about who? Hafiz contractor. What do you mean by contractor? It can be a designer or a builder, isn't it? So whoever takes a contract on building or designing, we can say they are the contractors, isn't it? Was an unhappy schoolboy. Unhappy schoolboy means he was not an interested schoolboy. He loved doing things but deserted mechanical learning. Mathematics gave him the shiver. So in the school he has to study maths, isn't it? Yes or no? Mathematics. So all, even you also, many of you also, when you think about mathematics, without your knowledge, the shivering will come, isn't it? Because many of you find it difficult to solve the mathematical problems, isn't it? Because like other subject like Malayalam or English or science or SS, that much grasping is not sufficient. We have to know the base of each definition, isn't it? Each valuation, each problem. Then only we will like which subject? Mathematics. Until and unless you like a subject or you take it in with a great interest, then only you will be able to understand it. So in the starting itself, when you feel that I cannot do it, I don't know anything, if that is there in your mind, how much hard you struggle, then also you will not be able to get it, isn't it? Because in your mind always what is there? I cannot. So always you have to think only positive. I will try, I can do it. Instead of thinking in a negative way, always think in the positive. So when you think positively, your mind also will do the work positively. Understood? So he is not a interested or a happy school child, because when he thinks about maths, a shivering comes to him. And he is interested in what? Mechanical learning, isn't it? The mechanical learning means what? Machines, isn't it? Where this principal once said to him, influenced him deeply. So in the school time, your teachers, your principal will advise you, isn't it? Give you many kind of advice in order to develop you. So in that way, Hafiz principal, when he was in the school, also had given him an advice. So he had that advice given by the principal and influenced him a lot. So through the lesson, we will see what was the advice given by the principal and how it motivated Hafiz contractor. Understood? Now we go to the lesson. I used to have this terrible nightmare. Nightmare means nightmare or dream. Nightmare means frightening dream. Frightening dream. Certain dreams make you frightened, isn't it? Sometimes some children used to say, yesterday in my dream my ghost came or a monster came. So in that way we feel frightened, isn't it? And suddenly we call our parents or we get up from the bed. Only now, over the last 4 or 5 years, it seems to have disappeared. So only now recently he had what had disappeared from him? That frightening dream had disappeared from him only very recently, 4 or 5 years. What nightmare are you talking about, and why do you think it had disappeared now? So what the editor, BR is the editor, that is Bella Raja, and HC is Hafiz contractor. Those two people are talking. Understood? That is the editor of the Spanish newsletter from Resource Center had come over here and having an interview with the home Hafiz contractor. So the editor had asked him, what is the nightmare and how it had disappeared? I used to get continuous nightmare about appearing for a max examination. So what is the dream he is having, frightening dream he is having? Always going for the max examination. Always going for the max examination where I did not know it. So all the time he is seeing the dream that he is appearing for the max examination and getting the question paper, he don't know anything. Understood? Now even some of you are also the same way. When you get the question paper, all of a sudden everything vanishes, disappears from your mind, isn't it? It may happen because of that frightening, how much fear you are having to that subject. Now the physics must have forgotten over it. I don't have to think about education. Absolutely no time to get there. So now his schoolings are over. And so he forgot about what math subject, isn't it? As a result, now what also had gone from him? This frightening dream also had gone from him. When he was in the school only, all the time he was thinking that he is going to write the maths examination and that fear is coming over him. Tell us something about your earliest memories in school. In the first and the second year, I was a good student. After I reached the third standard, I simply lost interest and I never studied. So in the class 1 and 2, only addition, little subtraction is there, isn't it? Coming to the higher studies, all the valuations we have to study. So he also, in the class 1 and 2, he was okay, he was a good student. So when he reached the third class, that fear had started in him. I used to be interested in games, running around, playing jokes and pranks on others. Making prank means making fun. Pranks, making fun of. Making fun of. I would copy in class during the exam time. So all the time without studying, he will be doing all kind of these things. So playing games and making fun of others and playing jokes, everything he spent his school time. And during the exam comes, what is the work he is doing? Copying. I would try to get hold of the examination paper that had been prepared and studied. As I could not remember things that had been taught to me in class. Otherwise, he will grab the question paper and he will study all those answers and come and attend the exam because he don't know everything. He was not attending the class. However, later one sentence spoken to me by my principal changed my life. We will see what is the sentence spoken by the principal. When I approached my 11th standard, so now he came to the 11th class. He came to the 11th class. Look here, son, I have been seeing you from day one. That means class 1 onwards, I am seeing you. You are a good student, but you never study. So, as far as you are concerned, you are good. But what's the problem with you? You are not studying. I have taken care of you till today. That means up to the 11th class, I was promoting you. Now I can no longer take care of you, so you do it yourself now. Up to 11, I was taking care of you. Now you are going to the 12th class. Again, I cannot do anything. Why? 12th class, it is the public examination. Paper will go out, isn't it? Up to 11th class, the school principal and the teachers are taking care, isn't it? So once here also up to 9, the school is taking care of your examinations. But when you come to the 10th, they can't do anything. Why? You have to appear for your public examination. So your papers has to go abroad for the evaluation, isn't it? Similarly, up to 11, the school can take care. But coming to the 12th class, nobody can take care. So what the principal said? Up to 11, from 1 onwards, up to 11th I was taking care of you. Again I cannot. You have to do by yourself. He talked to me for 5 minutes. You don't have your father, your mother has worked so hard to bring you up and paid all your fees all these years. But you have only played games. Now you should rise to the occasion and study. And also he added, what did he add? That means you have no father and your mother was working. So what did the principal add? He said you have no father and at the same time your mother is working so hard and all these years she was paying your fees, isn't it? And you were not studying, only you were spending your time for games. But that year I did not. Now you should rise to the occasion and study. And now you have reached up to the 11th class. Now you have to rise yourself and start studying. Otherwise, what will happen? All the money, all the hard work your mother has done will be a waste and you are the responsible person. Understood now? I used to be a very good sportsman. So he was good in sports. I had been the senior champion for so many years and I also was a cricket captain. I used to play every game but that year I did not step out into the field. So he was good in cricket and other sports and all the time he used to spend and he is the team also. He is the team leader also, captain, isn't it? But that particular year when he reached to the 12th, he did not go out for any games. I would go for prayer. Instead of that, what did he do? He would go for prayers and all would do eat and study. He will do the prayer and he will eat and at the same time studying only. I normally used to copy and pass. But I realized that once I was in SSC, I would not do that. That means all the time he was doing prayers, eating and studying only. And now he understood. Up to 11th class already passed the examination. Yes, just copying and he passed because he doesn't know any of the subject. Just copying and passed out up to 11. So now he understood. If we want to pass the senior secondary class, that is SSC, that means final examination 12th class, then what he has to do? Copy will not help him. Instead of that, he has to study and write on his paper. So now he took a firm decision for studying. Yes. When I got a second class and the result also had come, isn't it? Final result only for 1 year he had struggled himself, isn't it? And he had a good result. 50% in my SSC, my principal said. So how many percent he has scored for? Yes, 50% in SSC. SSC means senior secondary school. Understood? Or senior secondary certificate. My principal said, that time the sir said, son, consider yourself as having got a distinction. This is my memory of my school. So this is the memory of his contractor as a student in the school. Understood? How was he when he was in the school? Yes, all the time he spent his time for games, playing and making fun of others, isn't it? And did not care for the studies, and especially when thinking of the maths, he felt frightened. And so during the exams, how did he pass? He used to copy and write, and he got the marks. So once the principal called him and gave him advice. What was the advice given by the principal? He said, from class 1 up to the 11, I was taking care of you. Again, I cannot. Why? Now you are reaching to the 12th class. 12th class means you have to meet your public examination, isn't it? So up to 11 it is based on the school level, and so you had come up to 11. And now for the 12, you had to look for yourself. And also he had said, you had no mother, and all these years your mother was working hard and paying your fees, isn't it? And you did not do anything. And now you think about it and rise to it and start studying. So that advice had influenced who? Office contractor. It had influenced office contractor, and that particular year he did not go for games. Instead of that, what did he do? He just spent his time for prayer, meeting and studying, and he got a good result, 50% in his SSC examination. Understood now? So that is the school age of office contractor. I did lot of other things. See, as far as my things are concerned, I can't remember. I forget things very. So he is having the habit of forgetting. He does many things. He used to do many things, but he could not remember everything. He is having that now forgetting. To remember, I have to see things as a photograph. So if photograph is there, photos are taken of all the things what he had done, then he will remember. Otherwise, everything will go out of his mind. I read a book, I can remember the matter as a photograph, but not to my mind. So through that photographic way, he could understand. He can say each and everything, but he cannot keep everything in his mind. That is how it works. So photographically, he could remember everything, and he is able to say also. But at the same time, from his memory, he is not able to do anything. When you were in school and you were doing badly, did the teachers pull you up, and how did you feel? Now the next question, how did you feel when you were in the school? Because you was not a good student. I never felt anything on being pulled up, because he know all the nonsense he is doing and the punishment he deserved, isn't it? So he did not think about anything. I used to be so interested in playing. I would receive a caning every week. That means caning means giving beating. Every week he used to get a beating. When you know that you had incurred the wrath of your wrath means anger. Wrath. So W is silent. Wrath we say is anger. Wrath we will not say. Understood? By not doing your homework or by behaving badly, when you know you would get a caning, what was the state of your mind? So throughout the time you are spending your time on games and not on studies, and you know that every week you are going to get beating from the teacher. Then how did you feel? State of mind. That means I did not think anything. Just lift up the hand and they would cane you. That means show my hand and they will give the beating. It would hurt badly, and then I would have to forget about it because I want to go and play. So only for just one moment he showing the hand and getting the beating. The next moment again he forget about that, and what he is doing, he is repeating the same. That means he is out for games. He never felt insecure or threatened. I was just interested in playing and nothing else, because his mind is full of thinking of playing only. I was most interested in funny pranks, making funny jokes. One day I did not want to study, so I created a distraction. For 1 whole hour we played Chor Police. Chor Police means Kalanim Police. Yes. So 1 hour he had spent, he had collected all of the friends and he there. we started playing chore police. Every Saturday, then the next prank what he used to do, every Saturday we were allowed to go into town to see a movie. So what I would do was have no lunch and collect money from 40-50 students. This means all the students who are going for the pool, about the 50, and run and buy the tickets, and he will go first and get all the tickets. On my way back, I would eat to my heart's content. The remaining amount he spent for himself only eating. I used to be the leader of a gang. Gang means a group. We would have gang fights and plan categories. These things used to interest me more than my academics. That is why he was not interested in academics. Students used to book my textbook for the following year because they are almost brand new. Because he is not taking any textbooks, so there seems to be new throughout, isn't it? So the next year students used to get books from him because it is not made dirty, it is mended newly. I probably opened them one day before exams. So when is he opening his textbooks? One day before the exams. All the remaining days it is closed forever. He will never touch it. How did you get into the field of architecture? So this type of student he was. Understood? They are not concerned about the studies, don't know any of the subjects, especially maths. And this kind of student, finally he had become a great architecture. He had become a great architecture. Architecture means one who designs, isn't it? Buildings, one who designs buildings. In the college for architecture, nobody who had got below 80 to 85% was allowed to enter. So at that time, how many percent marks will be there? 80 or 85. I had only 50%. So he is getting only 50. Total marks for architecture is 80 or 85%. And he is getting only 50. Why? We don't know any kind of maths, isn't it? I wanted to join the army. So he thought he will join the army. Nowadays also, those who are getting less marks used to think, I will join in the navy or I will join in the military or in the police, isn't it? But that ages are over. Now everywhere we need education. So good percentage should be for all kind of jobs. So don't think about it. Understood? I got my admission letter, but my aunt tore it up. Then I decided that I wanted to join the police force. For the navy, the admission ticket had come, but who had torn it? Aunt had torn it, and then he wanted to join. So if navy is not there, then he thought he would go into the police force. My mother said, don't join the police force, just do your graduation. So I went to Jai Hind College in Bombay. So mother, did she agree him for joining police? No, she did not agree to that. What did she say? You leave that and you join for graduation. Graduation means for taking a degree. And for that, where did he join? Jai Hind College in Bombay. There I was to take neither French or German language. Though I have studied French for 7 years, I did not know 7 words of French. Why? 7 years he had studied French, isn't it? But he was not able to say at least 7 words of it. Why? Because he did not take that much interest. He could not remember anything, isn't it? Just how was he passing? Yes, he was passing only by copying. So I took German. So he don't know French. So which language he took? He took German. Then my German teacher died. What happened to the teacher? She met her death. The college told me that I should change the college and take French. So what did the college say? Now no teacher for taking German. So you have to come back to French. Otherwise you have to leave the college. Now who would give an admission in another college? I have got admission in Jai Hind by influence because only less marks are there, isn't it? So I thought, okay, I will take French, and I started learning French again. I learned it from a cousin. She was an architect's wife. I was going to an architect's office to learn French. So, no option is there. Either he has to study German or go out of the college, isn't it? Now we know that if you go to any other college, you will not get an admission. So, what did he thought? He will study French, isn't it? And he thought that he is having a cousin who will help him. She was the architect's wife. I was going to the architect's office to learn French. So where was the office going to study French? In that architecture office. Was it then that you decided you wanted to architect? So the editor asked, it is that made you take architecture. Actually, it happened quite by chance. That means chance opportunity was there. In the architect's office, I saw somebody drawing a window detail. That means they are designing, isn't it? So he was drawing the design of a window. A window detail is a very advanced drawing. I told him that his drawing was wrong, but the window he had drawn was not open. So in that drawing, who had found a mistake? Office contractor had found a mistake. And what did he say? If you draw the window in such a way, what will happen? You will not be able to open the window. Actually, not in the design. When the plan is being put to a building, what will not be opened? That window will not be open. I told him that his drawing was wrong, and then he said that his drawing is wrong. He then had a bet with me, and later he found that indeed his drawing was wrong. So at first the architect did not agree to him. But finally he understood what office has said is correct. My cousin's husband was surprised. He asked me to draw a few specific things which I immediately did. So that cousin's husband who was there, he is an architect, isn't he? So he asked him to draw certain things. He asked me to design a house, and I designed a house. What was he? What to do? He asked to design a house, and he has done it. And he told me to drop everything and join architect. So seeing the design of that house, what did that architect say to him? You drop all what is in your hand, and now you follow what? Architecture. So that is when he had said it was a chance that had come over there. The principal warned me, I will allow you to take part in the entrance exams, but if you do not do well, I will not allow you to join. They are also creating problems, isn't it? I got an A+ in the entrance exam, and from that day it was a cakewalk. He was standing and climbing the steps of success. I had never known what the section was, but I knew if you cut a plan, what it would look like. I stood first throughout after that. So from there, his career started, and whatever he touched, they all became good enough. Isn't it? That means wherever he went and started his studies, everywhere he was the first person to achieve it. I believe that all this understanding came from what I used to play and so during school. I had a friend called Behran Divij. We used to have competitions between us for designing forts, guns and ammunition weapons. Each of us would design something in an effort to be different. So he was having a friend, and they both used to design things, and from that designing he had achieved a lot. In school, when I was in the 2nd or 3rd standard, one of my teachers, Mrs. Gupta, saw my sketches and told me, see, you are useless in everything else. That means in studies, isn't it? But your sketches are good. But what you are drawing, they are very good. When you grow up, you become an architect. So that Mrs. Gupta, that teacher, had advised him, had promised him that one day he will become an architect. Why did she promise him? Because seeing the sketches, seeing the designs what he had made, she was surprised, and she said that you are good in that sketch, isn't it? I did not know at that time, only third class, isn't it? But she was right. Later in his life he came to know what Mrs. Gupta had said had come true. Later, after I became an architect, I went back to meet her and tell her. But he did not forget her. What did he do? Once when he had achieved what that madam had said, he went to see her and told her everything. That is the student, isn't it? Why do you think you did not like studies? Was it because you felt you could not deal with the curriculum? I was very bad at languages, science and geography I could deal with. So he was able to go with the science and geography. Maths was very bad. I just was not interested. I was studying for the sake of studying because his parents had put him to the school he was doing. Actually, he was not interested in studying. What they taught me today, I would forget after 2 days. I would not bother because there was no application of mind there to begin with. So why he is forgetting? Because he is not putting his mind to that particular subject. So the next moment, what it happens, it go out of his mind. That is why we are saying that you have to concentrate, you have to put your body and mind where only in the subject when you are studying. Understood? Otherwise, like this happens, what? Copying and passing the examination. Did you think that what they taught in school was boring, or did you feel that once you understood the concept of what has been taught, you lost interest in the rest of the lesson? Living in a boarding school is difficult. So at that time, where was he living? In the boarding school. We were just living from day to day because that love, affection, everything, what they get at home, they are not able to get where? In the boarding school. Boarding school means residential school. Nowadays there are so many tests. Back then, whenever we had tests, we used to just copy. The teacher thought that we had done our work. So teacher, without the knowledge of the teacher, how are they passing? Just copying and passing. There is a contention that giftedness and learning disabilities go hand in hand. Do you think this applies to you? Well, take some students from my class, those who always should first or second are today doing very ordinary jobs. I have come across this situation in so many different places where people tell me that their class toppers are doing very ordinary work. So everywhere we can find class toppers. Once they have been the toppers of the class, 100 out of 100, those are having only an ordinary job. In school, I think living our lives there made us take smart. I have learned more by doing what I did at my home than what academics could have taught me. So he has done more from rather than from books what he is studying. This is because the personality and skills were there. You were able to find expression in a manner you were comfortable with, and you denied every rule so that nobody would stop you from things what you needed to do. That means when we are interested in certain things, to do that things we need support, isn't it? Then we will popularize in that particular subject. When we are forced to do anything, we are not able to do it. That means the personal skill or the personal interest. It was more interested in other things. I was more interested in other things. For example, while class started raining outside, I would think of the flowing water and how to build a dam to block it. So when it is raining outside and he is sitting in the class, his mind is being diverted from class to the rain, thinking that how he can stop all the water by building a dam. I would be thinking about the flow of water within dam and how much of water the dam could be able to hold. So thinking about only constructing a dam and how much water can be stored over there. That was my interest for the day. So when the class is going on, where is his mind? Outside. When students lost a button while playing or fighting, they would come running to me and I would cut a button from the chalk using a blade. Discipline in the school was very important, so no student could afford to have a button missing. The student would get past dinner with a full neat uniform, and after that it did not matter for everything because in the hostel, isn't it? There is a discipline for everything. Coming to the present time, how do you decide as to what kind of structure you want to get a given client? I look at the client's face. Client means the people. His clothes, the way he talks and pronounces, the way he eats, and I would know what his taste would be like. I can relate to people in a way that would be comfortable. I sketch very spontaneously on a paper on the spot. That paper I give to my people. So, without asking them itself, when seeing their appearance, when they talk, in their dressing, in their manners, in their language, seeing that he will spot out what they needed. Understood? You do it instinctively. That means without any training. Call it instinct, call it arithmetic, or you can call it maths or arithmetic. Whenever now it comes to me like mathematics. What is mathematics? Putting design, construction, psychology and sociology together, making a sketch from all that is mathematics. So according to office contractor, what is mathematics? Putting designs, constructing. Psychology and sociology is being added to it. Making a sketch. Understood? Here we almost come to the full circle where Mr. Contractor had derived his own interpretation of mathematics. So he himself had said, and he himself had made what is mathematics. So there is no other definition for him. It is only for design, putting designs, then constructing, then psychology and sociology is added to make a sketch. Taking it from a subject he hated to a subject he now loves dealing with. So the subject which he hated that much, now in his life it is the subject that is making him proper. Understood? So now we come to the end of the lesson. The question answers will be sent to you. Okay?